Standard 7, Maths, Chapter 5, Operations on Rational Numbers. We have learnt that counting numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on are called natural numbers. By including 0 to the list of natural numbers, we get whole numbers. So the list of whole numbers goes as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. To this list of whole numbers, when you add the negative numbers, we get a new list of numbers called the integers. So all the negative as well as the positive numbers along with 0 form a part of integers. However, the largest group of numbers called the rational numbers include fractions, which are mentioned as numerator upon denominator. So any kind of number that can be expressed in the form a upon b, where a and b are integers and b is not equal to 0, are rational numbers. Rational numbers can be written as simple fractions like 2 upon 5 minus 4 upon 7, 5 which is actually 5 upon 1, even the decimal numbers like 1.5, etc. Following is a complete chart of the table given in the textbook on page 34, where you're going to mark the natural numbers, integers and rational numbers with a tick mark or cross mark according to the given 5 examples. So minus 3 is not a natural number, however it is an integer, it is also a rational number. 3 upon 5 is not a natural number, it is not an integer, however it is a rational number. Similarly, minus 17 is not a natural number, it is an integer as also a rational number, and so on. Let us now begin with practice set 22, the first practice set of this chapter. Question 1. Carry out the following addition of rational numbers. In the first place, whenever you add rational numbers, you should have equal denominators here. So our first step is going to be equalizing the denominators. For that, you need to find the factors of 36 and 42. The common factors are 6. 2 into 3, 6. And accordingly, you have to multiply and equalize the denominators to get the answer. Here we have two sums where mixed numbers are given. So these mixed numbers are to be first converted into proper fractions and then equalize the denominators and add. So this is how we solve all the sums of the first question, where you are carrying out addition in each of the case. Question 2. Carry out the following subtraction of rational numbers. Whether you are adding or subtracting, our first step will always be equalizing the denominator. In the first sum, we have the two denominators as 11 and 7. So when equalizing the denominator, the fraction with denominator 11, you'll multiply it by 7 in the numerator as well as the denominator. Whereas the other fraction you will multiply by 11 in the numerator and denominator, and thus equalize the two denominators of both the rational numbers. So once the equalization is done, you can write it in this manner, where you write the number 77 as a common denominator just once, and that is how you get the answer 16 upon 77. In the similar manner, we are solving the remaining subtraction sums. Whenever you have mixed numbers, first you convert it into proper fractions and then move on to the next step of equalizing the denominators. Moving on to the next question, question 3. Multiply the following. When you multiply two rational numbers, write the numerators together and the denominators together and multiply. Very often you will have places where there can be reduction possible. So at such places you have to reduce the number. If not, simply multiply and get the answer. We all know that any number multiplied by 0, as in the last example, the answer is 0. Before moving on to the division of rational numbers, we need to know what is multiplicative inverse. When writing multiplicative inverse of any number, the fraction, the sign of the fraction remains as it is. However, simply the numerator and denominator is interchanged. So the multiplicative inverse of the number 2 upon 5 is 5 upon 2. Similarly, the multiplicative inverse of minus 3 upon 8 is minus 8 upon 3, and so on. However, when you have a single digit like 7, its multiplicative inverse, or in other words the reciprocal, is 1 upon 7. If there's a mixed fraction given, please convert it into a proper fraction first and then write its multiplicative inverse or the reciprocal. Always remember one important note: the product of a number and its multiplicative inverse is always 1. It means if you multiply 2 upon 5 into 5 upon 2, the answer will be 1, where the numbers 5 will get cancelled and 2 will get cancelled. The last question of this practice set, question 5. Carry out the division of rational numbers. Before dividing, our first step is to write the multiplicative inverse of the second rational number. So 40 upon 12 into, replace the division sign with multiplication sign and write its reciprocal or the multiplicative inverse. So the multiplicative inverse of 10 upon 4 will be 4 upon 10, and then all you have to do is simply reduce. The zeros from numerator and denominator will get cancelled, and 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12, and as a result we have just 4 upon 3 as the answer. So this is how we divide the rational numbers.